Hello, everyone. I'm sorry I did not get my travel approved on time, so I have to share this talk with you online. Today, I want to share with you about a Peng crowd brain and Peng mind, which is AI large model in open source. And also, I want to share with you some plan beyond the current system. Uh, Before going to detail, so I want to mention our lab, Peng Lab. So Peng Lab actually is a national lab in Shenzhen, located in Shenzhen. So we right now have over 2,000 staff, uh, including over 800 PhD candidate. The budget overall in last year is around uh, two 230 million US dollar, which actually is 1.7 billion RMB. Today I want to share with you with a four part about my talk. So the first I want to share with you about the DeepSeek, which calls a new evolution on large language model. And the second I want to share with you about uh, Pengcheng Cloud Brain 2, which is E-level intelligent computing system, which built in year 2020. The third, I want to share with you about open source community platform called OpenEye. Uh, the last part, actually, I want to share with you about Pengcheng Mine, which is a large language, open large language model right now. And also, I want to introduce shortly about the Pengcheng Lab Cloud Brain 3, uh, which addressed, ongoing system with quite powerful computer power. So lastly is a summary. So let's move to the first part, the DeepSeek and new evolution. So I do believe every one now, from beginning of this year, there's a rising star, DeepSeek. DeepSeek is with after they launched, there's in short time they become very people download, try that, and give a lot of quite positive point on this system. So people think maybe they make a quite good, progressive for AGI. So by my view, the DeepSeek, make two major contribution. One is the open source. By open source, actually, they can make the access very easily, can renew, can put on some new enforcement learning, and so on. So open source. The second contribution, actually, they make the low-cost AI possible uh, by MOE technology, so which probably can reduce the training cost, maybe 110, and reduce the inference cost, maybe 100. So that's make quite good, contribution to the society. So if you count, if you remember, there's a Chinese group, research group, made a big, contribution in 10 years ago uh, to create the ResNet, for deep learning, which become a basic uh, component in the most deep learning system currently. Then DeepSeek, 10 years later, make another big wave in AI. So we think that's a 10-year cycle. Maybe a young guy can make, quite big breakthrough for our society. So MOE, you know, uh, the overall, it can reduce many resources we need in the training process and the post-training process and the inference process. So here is overall about the idea. So the upline actually uh, is MOE process. So uh, MOE can use a small scale pre-trained model, and then there's a gate, and there's some uh, expert, we call that. So put that together, make a MOE model. Then there's a weight sum, then make the output. So this is the MOE. As the traditional way, actually, our language model actually looks like there's input, there's a large scale free trade model, and output. So this is a dense model. And MOE model is a quite light model because which is combined by different small scale model, so which can save many training process, can save because they don't need upload all the small scale expert, so they can you only need load maybe a few of the small scale model, then which can save inference process. So that's the top advantage of MOE. So MOE is not a new concept. Basically, the first concept coming out in year 1991, yes, 34 years ago, by Michael Jordan and Jeffrey Hinton. And that's a first concept. Later on, actually, most MOE model today, we reference uh, basically is proposed in year 2017. So which can cover by different company, different research group, a different model, and so on. So which quite many different vendor use this kind of idea. So originally, as I mentioned, is from Michael Jordan in year 1991. So the mixture, the MOE stands for mixture expert. So basically, there's a different expert. There's a network. So then put that into different expert. So there's a weight. Then there's uh, some. Then became the the one output of in the uh, you know, junction, then get the real output value. So of course, there's some additional network can make some, force post training and some weight put into together. So this is something we call that specialized learning and make the mixed multiple expert network working together. So that's the concept. Then in the year 2017, there's a group, they formally introduced the how the MOE model can use, what that looks like. So there's a mixed expert. Uh, each component there's a layer. Then there's a structure can make them together. So this is actually by Jeffrey Hinton and Jeff Dean group. They contribute that in a conference. Then more closely, there's two, most referenced the MOE model. One is the switch transformer, which introduced in year 2022. So basically, which there's there's gate network. It can use only one expert network per pass, which can achieve the more sparse and efficient MOE. In same year, there's another MOE model which also introduced in the conference, which connect with the GPT-3 and by this model which can make more faster than GPT-3 in the inference process. So DeepSeek actually, even the MOE concept is there, some different model is there, but before DeepSeek, still many people don't think MOE is that good. It's good. It can save and reduce the computation power, but the performance, the quality of the model may be not that good compared with the bigger language model. But after DeepSeek, people believe even using the MOE model, even the computation power don't need that much, still can get a roughly same performance with a big model. So that is why DeepSeek make quite a big impact to the society. Of course, after DeepSeek announced their V3 and R1, the game is not finished. Many other teams still keep trying, still want to make different performance compare with DeepSeek V1, V3. Someone is almost same, someone you better than that. So the game is continue. So here is mentioned some activity by different vendor. For example, in March 25, Google launched their new model, and in March 26, OpenAI shows some GPT-4o for image generation model, and the Cloud also announced their new model, and in Apple 4, Meta announced their Llama 4. So the game is still ongoing. So the good thing is the model become the performance of the model become more and more better, and also by the open source, the access to this model is more easily and more efficiently. So this is really good for AI society. Performance get better. So for time being, even the not everyone, not every team uses the MOE. Both MOE model and original model, they all get better performance, step by step. So by the computation. So this is really good to AI society. Um, in China, after DeepSeek, many different teams working, very hard to try to make their own better system, either based on DeepSeek system, DeepSeek technology, or DeepSeek the model, or by some similar or different way to do that. So this is a very good computation on the technology. For example, we know Paddle from Baidu. They also opening their model by open source approach, and some other company, whatever, they basically follow the open source or not follow that. Mostly today become the open source community member. So open source now is become a major approach. So this is contributed by DeepSeek. Of course, if we talk in open source, still there's a challenge, some challenger. For example, if you adopt the open source approach, how you can keep real openness and how you can make a better ecosystem. So this is you need to make a good trade-off between that. So in China, you know, uh, supported by industry and the government. There's ecosystem activity working on that. There are also some activity on different software, uh, open source software, whatever operating system, AI model, and so on. So currently, this quite active uh, for AI and software. So this is what DeepSeek bring to us. Then let's move to the second part, the Cheng Cloud Brain 2. Cheng Cloud Brain 2 actually is intelligent computing, one of the intelligent computing system. Why we need to focus on intelligent computing system or supercomputer system? Because we understand, for a country or for a city, the computing power is somehow connected with their GDP, because there is correlation data show that if that region the computer power is high, then their GDP will be high too. This can be find that supported by some data. So based on this understanding, if a region or if a country want to make their GDP become higher and higher, they need to build up the supercomputer power needed to be support their economy. So this is the basic correlation between that. So in Shenzhen, for this 40 years, in past 40 years, Shenzhen, their economic growing up in very high speed. So they want to put some investment on computer power. So in year 2020, we get support from Shenzhen government to build up a machine. We call that Peng Cloud Brain 2. So this machine actually is 1000p at 16, 4-point computer power. So which is consists of by over thousands, NPU card, like GPU card, or 4,000. And also there's 2,000, in this matter actually is another 4,000 CPU, so 4,000 CPU and 4,000 GPU card. So basically, this machine is with a very good, performance on many things to support AI pre-training. For example, this machine is very good on I/O system. So they continuously get 9 top one score in the last 9 computation by super computing 500. So this machine actually has some achievement. Basically, we can see there are at least 3 breakthrough by the system. The first is high performance E-level intelligent computing architecture and cluster. The second breakthrough is a full chain of high availability intelligent computing basic software stack, which is a support, full software stack. The third actually is a high efficient parallel training technology for, 1,000 level large language model. So these 3, breakthrough make this machine is very powerful and useful for large language model training. By this machine, actually, we have trained some different large language model. For example, we have trained the model for ourselves in Silk Road for this is multi-language translation system, and we also train some model for the Peng model, which is a model special for Chinese medicine and so on. And besides, we use this machine train the model by ourselves. We also help some company in China, the top company in China, to train their own model. For example, we support Huawei to train their Pangu model. We support the Baidu to train their Weixin model. We support institute at Beijing to train their Wudao model. So there's some other training process we have support the industry in China done that. So this machine actually is very efficient in many ways. For example, the machine start make the service from year 2020 up to now is around 5 years. Then there's their availability is over 90%. So as a supercomputer, this is a very, very high availability data. So because we have make a very good, machine maintenance to make the machine in most time is in good status, can, most time it can support, the service and so on. So many our partner use this machine for different way. Many university to use this machine to help their professor and a PhD candidate to support their paperwork. They do some experiment, get the result, and publish top the paper in top journal and top conference. So this is the one, purpose that we support basic research. Then we support some industry to make their own model for real application. Some top company in China use this machine to train their model for different way. And also we support the local industry to special for some startup company and so on. So they use this machine can make some they are breakthrough model product and so on. So there's over 10% of that's resource we gave the local government, the Shenzhen government. So they select the rising the startup company, and gave some computer power to them. Then they make their own model use this machine. Not only to support the industry and academic, we also try to make some machine connection by different intelligent computing center. So we make a new project called C Square Net, which is a China computing network. So which connect the intelligent computing system or intelligent computing cluster, which connect them together, which can share where there's a computing resource. People can apply to training model, or can can mount their model on that machine to do the reference service and so on. So this computing network actually help people can find the computing resource in different region, different city, and so on. So this is the one of the our project have done over 5 years. So currently we have link with over 20 different computing cluster with different city. The computing, the intelligent computing cluster were different GPU, NPU from different company. For example, there's a Huawei NPU, there's some NVIDIA GPU, there's some Cambrican MLU, and so on. So by different computing architecture, different GPU, but overall the user can find where is the resource they want to figure out. Then they can make their own computing service from some cluster.
The construction of the Peng Cloud Brain requires AI-specific acceleration hardware with super processing capabilities, an open software architecture, and a complete open source ecosystem. Peng Phase 2 has reached top-tier AI computing power, making it the world's highest in computing density, largest in computing scale, and fastest in training speed. It can provide the best support and services for the development of artificial intelligence in China.
The second phase of the Peng Cloud Brain project utilizes Huawei's Atlas 900 AI cluster as a powerful computing base. Comprising 4,096 SN910 processors, the industry's most formidable AI processors, providing E-level AI computing power equivalent to 500,000 high-performance computers.
With its ultra-large-scale AI model training and inference capabilities, it has become instrumental in foundational research and significant application empowerment.
So this is the second part I want to share with you. Then let's move to the third part, the OpenAI, open resource community in China. So open source collaboration, we need some platform and ecosystem. So actually, our cloud brain ecosystem as a system can support the open source activity in China. We support the activity from university, from a research institute, from high-tech company. The open source actually we can support in different level in the project incubation, in the some um, logical operation, technology training, technology computation, and so on. So by different, society, by different institution and different the objection, so we can support that by our cloud brain ecosystem. So basically, for support this open source community, we built up a community. We call that 启智 OpenEye 启智 community or OpenEye community. OpenEye 启智 community actually is a whole structure, from the community charter, from the organization structure, from the member management and IP, intellectual property, and project incubation and incentive mechanism. So this is the whole arrangement on all the life cycle. So the community has run started in 1918 March. So they start from 1.0. Then, when time being, there's a different milestone. There with the milestone, there's a different function has been, the process calculated and so on. So up to now, the whole, community has run 2.55 million hours, and there's a task over 100K task. There's developers. There's 148K developers and so on. So this is a big community. For project incubation, actually we try to put resource for some startup or a new group. They want to start their new project or their new product and so on. So this actually can help people, help a group to generate their own AI, whatever scientific or industry product. The project can help them to make, discovering, testing, the promotion, and so on. So there's a development pipeline. So from start, there's a project creation. The second, the code preparation and the data preparation, debugging, training, model management, inference, evolution, and the deployment. So there's a whole, step we can support people, startup, or the university group, follow all the way to make their AI project success. Then we also support the quality assessment for our membership, which can assess how your system, how your product is good, compare with others or compare with the bottom line. So there's the testing carried by the group, by OpenEye Society, which can help project manager to understand where their project, how high or how advanced on their project. Also, we support the ecosystem based on different computing resource. So some resource belong to maybe NVIDIA, CUDA, ecosystem. Some resource belong to Huawei, ecosystem, and some belong to others. So we try to make diversity to support each possible resource for a different development group. So of course, we are put many energy on helping the new ecosystem, make them slow program, maybe they hard to do. So this is one of the purpose by our open source community. So this community not only do just open source, we also put some resource on the community. Both on we put resources in, then the community member can get resource help. We do some project on C2net, so which helpful to different location, different government, local government to continuously investment to some either the academic activity or industry activity. So for support the community activity, we put many not only the money, the resource, we also organize some activity to get more people in to share with the knowledge between the member or between the group, and share some resource, the supporting resource or money with the most possible development society or development group and so on. So this society actually to put the resource in, welcome any collaboration either between the open source, within the open source society, or any member they want to join with the open source society. So we engage the collaboration between them. So basically, our open source organization to support the activity, worldwide. There's some open source from overseas. There are some open source from local, society and so on. And not only for open source organization, we also support the university and the research institute, to help them to share the knowledge, share the results, and so on. So this is the the family we are working with. So there's a open source organization, there's a university and a research institution, there's a companies, there's industry associations. So with this four leg, we can make quite a strong body which can support the open source activities. So this is the OpenAI. Then let's move to the last part, the part of Peng Mine and beyond, which including Peng Cloud Brain 3 and future open large language model. Peng Cloud Brain 3 yes, new machine is on the way on build up. So we should finish this machine before the end of this year. So this machine actually is much more powerful than the Peng Cloud Brain 2. Peng Cloud Brain 2 is 1000p computing power. PCB3, Peng Cloud Brain 3, actually is 1600. Wait a minute, is 16,000 p. Is 16 powerful compared with the original machine. So this is quite powerful. So with this new machine, actually we can consider this machine with strong computer power, with some transport capacity, and with big enough storage, so which can store all the different data set, can training the large language model, and so on. So of course, this machine actually is built up based on the 20,000 the latest the Huawei NPU card. So it's 20,000. So it's strong enough. And also this machine actually is with a very special design architecture, which is very tight and efficient connection between the different card and so on. So with this machine even not finished yet, but we already built up, three part we call of that machine with basically with 300 card. So with that machine, we already do some testing on multi-model training, pre-training, and so on. So there's we call that this is the prototype machine, Peng Cloud Brain 3 prototype machine, which finished in the end of last year. So it's already 4 months before. So with that machine, actually, we had to do some multimodal pre-training. For example, we can do that on video content generation by that training model. So basically, with the new machine, which can support some multimodal training, can creation some new video and so on. There's so actually this video is generated by the prototype machine.
In this era of interstellar navigation, humanity faces countless challenges. During a critical voyage, a starship abruptly intercepted mysterious signals, undecipherable to its onboard scientists.
Quick, relay this signal to Earth's Cheng laboratory immediately.
Via Cheng Laboratory's high-bandwidth integrated space-air-ground communication system, the signals raced back to Earth. At China's technological frontier, Shenzhen, within a colossal fortress-like complex, Cheng Laboratory scientists constructed the super-intelligent computing center, Cheng Cloud Brain 3. Forged from multitudes of advanced chips and hyper-connected communication systems. Its high-speed operations emit a faint hum, resonating like Earth's pulsating technological core.
All teams focus. Decode its meaning at maximum priority.
Confirmed. Diplomatic contact protocol.
Maintain peaceful contact. Transmit directives to the alien spacecraft now.
The peacekeeping decision by human leaders was relayed through the same omnidirectional network to the extraterrestrial spacecraft, decisively preventing interstellar misjudgments. Across humanity's evolutionary path, monumental infrastructures like Peng Laboratory and Cloud Brain 3 stand as silent sentinels, safeguarding the future of humanity. Peng Laboratory, communication unbounded, connection unwalled, evolution unhalted.
So as shown here, this video is generated by the PCB3 prototype machine using the Open Solar Plan, which is open source, the multimodal language model. So which also you can find that open source from Geekbit, or can find that from OpenAI. So with this machine, actually, we can do a lot of different things. We can train the large language model. We can do something AL science. We also can do something for 6G communication, the FSD, and embodied AI, and so on. So actually, for open source language model, we already done a few years. There's a series, a model project called the PCB Mine. PCB Mine, up to now, there's a series different model. There's a 2B model, a 33B long contextual window model, and a 200B model. So for the Peng Mine model project, this is ongoing, doing many things in data algorithm migration, open source model foundation, and a large model, process and so on. So for the original one, the 200B, it's a take a long time. It's a big, network. Is in the quite deep. It's 104 layers. So which take time to train. That is finished in the early last year. The performance of that model is so-so. So we compare that with some other, top model. So some score is better than them. Some score a little bit lower than them. Overall, is quite okay. So this model actually, we after training, we also do some performance optimization by some different technology. So which with some the optimization, actually we can get some efficiency improve, over 10%. And also the training process is quite stable and sure. So which we manage that in different level in cluster stable, in the algorithm robustness, and in the training fault recovery optimization, and in smooth transition between different training phases. And last one, actually, we also process that in more stable way. So there's some issue we have faced. We used to be faced and we solved. One is the convergence issue in model training. So how to arrange the data, you know, for more stable, small training process. So we have got a lot, quite good experience on that.
Peng Cheng Mind Model.
As an advanced edition of the Peng Cheng Mind model, it is jointly released by the Peng Cheng Laboratory in collaboration with China International Communications Group, Huawei and Tencent. Its public version will be open source to the whole society, aiming to work together with industry partners to establish an ecosystem for innovative applications of AI large models based on China Computing Net and providing global AI innovation with a Chinese approach.
So we cooperate with some other, top company in China. For example, we work with Baichuan in long window, and we also, we work with some major scientific infrastructure to use new model based on a DeepSeek like. Here, so you can see so our model, the bottom model is our model is now high V7 2B. So if you look at the red score, so we in mathematics, in scientific, in code generation, the model can get the top score and so on. So yes, we keep to optimize the system, the software, and so on. So use that. We also can support some, DeepSeek R1 to implement that on our system, which can support, whatever our own research or some user they want to implement the deployment their system on our cloud. So the most recently we have make some reinforcement training inference based on the PCB Mind 2B, which can create quite good result compared with other system. So R1 also we can catch up for the open source activity, open source results to make the DeepSeek R1 available, in the OpenAI. So in the future plan, we will keep going on, level 2, level 4, and level 5 to make the system more, catchable and more efficient and more optimized for, academic research and industry. So we have the cooperation, empowerment arrangement on the organization. So which, working together, we sign the contract or agreement with different organization, put, the member together, share the knowledge, share the infrastructure, share the source code. So consortium also can make the many activity every year, which can get more information between the member. So we also support end-to-end open source supply. There's a website. So right up there's a two-dimensional, code. If you scan, there's there's a website you can over that where there's a website you can get the resource download and so on. So we also support the multi-region open power supporter, which can help different people in different region use similar platform, similar cluster, or similar open source results, and so on. So we are support diversity on this kind of ecosystem. We try to create a new paradigm on the large scale model cooperation based on our computing power network. So summary, so we think DeepSeek bring us a new evolution, and Peng Cheng Cloud Brain 2 and 3 give us some support on make the big model training, share open source, and can make a lot of new creation on the product and the research and so on. So we are open to many different way to the society. So cooperation is welcome. So please, if you have any additional question or connection, there's some code you can scan, and you are welcome to ask me if you still have some questions. Thank you very much.
Hello, Professor Gao. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, this is Yi Chang at Sydney. It is a pity that you cannot come to Sydney this time to give us your fantastic keynote talk in person. But I think the video is fantastic. So thank you for your fantastic keynote talk. You gave an overview about the progress of DeepSeek, about Peng Cheng Cloud Brain, and some of the latest advance of Chinese AI progress. So as a top scientist and a top architect of the Chinese AI community, thank you for your talk. And next is a question answering session. So is there anyone have questions? Could you please raise your hand? Okay.
It was an impressive talk and really nice work. My question is, since this is a web conference, can you reflect on the progress, basically the work that is done on the web? I mean, how do you see, that progress maybe impact what's happening in the web community?
Okay, I think basically, the web, web 3.0 maybe is, target many people in this society want to, look at or want to join in. Of course, it's already some years on that discussion, but I think with the large language model, especially with the MOE, maybe which can make the web 3.0 more realistic step by step. So I think that's the impact.
Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, thanks for a great talk, Professor Gao. This is Yang Li from Tsinghua University. And actually, my question is that as a future version of Peng Cheng Cloud, and we need to support a lot of new AI service like embodied AI, even support organization level and social level intelligence to support high level AGI goals. And then my question is that how to involve such kind of great infrastructure to support the future AGI?
Okay, so let me in short, PCP3, some like a board but Peng Cheng Peng Cheng Cloud Brain actually which share the resource to the society. Basically, the machine, the system will open, over than half resource to the society. Of course, it's based on some. So the resource we open will be spread to different some society. Some society in like the AI for Science Society, like the some startup society. So we will supply the we will give for example 20% of the resource to the startup society, maybe about 30% of resource to AI for Science Society and so on. So that's how we organize how we can open the resource to the society by that diverse. So there's an organization under the OpenAI. OpenAI, the open source consortium will negotiate with our lab. So we will based on their plan, we will open the source to the different society. So if you want to join, or if someone want to join the program to get some resource, whatever, the computing resource or the data storage resource or even the code resource, then can conduct with OpenAI. Then we will via OpenAI to deliver the resource. So is that your question?
Yes, I think you already answered his question. Any further questions? Professor Gao, I have an open question. I would like to discuss with you. Maybe you have a good answer, maybe we don't know. So because this is the web conference, and the web conference, I think it's the 31st web conference, used to call the Worldwide Web Conference. And this conference used to be very hot 20 years ago because of Google, because of Microsoft Bing, and because of Yahoo search engine. I was part of Yahoo search engine in the past. And however, as of today, the large language model, the ChatGPT, and this kind of question answering system, will they replace search engine in the near future? So what is your opinion? Thank you.
No, I think web is still there, and the point is how web society can cooperate or can get the big model in. So I think that's the idea. The web still will provide the base for this kind of application. Without the web, the application is not exist. So the way we should try to open more connection with the new happening. The large language model, of course, is the new happening. And a little bit later, maybe that's I think already happened is multi-agent is new happening. And also, for example, actually in China, we organize a quite big activity on, we call that computing power network. Computing power network is, try to organize the computing resource for AI, which of course currently is almost no touch with the web. It's a low-level connection. But I think we should, the people working from web society should join with the new activity. For example, we want to get some web support on the computing power network, but eventually, right now there's the protocol is not ready there. I think for the wideband, supporting is not strong enough from wide societies. Maybe I'm wrong. So, but from my group, people argue why we need to touch the web level right now is too high for the communication people. But I think it's a natural necessary in the near future. So I hope that happen early. So I think that's the future. That's the possibility for web society.
Okay. Thank you, Professor Gao. Actually, I totally agree with you. I think the web community, we provide the high quality data for training large language model, and we will work together to make the community better in the near future. And thank you for your fantastic talk. Although it is a pity that you do not come to Sydney in person, but thank you for your fantastic talk. And thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Actually, I like Australia. I like Sydney very much. I basically want to plan to there, take the chance to do many things. But it's a pity I did not get approval on time. I'm sorry.
Okay. Warmly welcome you to come to Sydney next time to attend to give a keynote on another top conference in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.